A lot has happened in the last few days around Digital Circus, and I want to go through all of it with you, because between the box office numbers, a spin-off rumor that blew up, a really honest post from Gooseworx, and a Fortnite collab that nobody fully saw coming, this is genuinely one of the busiest news weeks this fandom has ever had. Starting with the box office, because those numbers deserve to be talked about properly. The Last Act hit theaters on June 4th, and on opening night alone, the film made $7.8 million from preview screenings across 2,221 theaters, which was enough to beat every other movie playing that night, including Scary Movie, which pulled in $7.7 million from its own previews. The full opening weekend is projected to land around $12 million, and when you put that next to the fact that this is a YouTube animated series with no big studio behind it, those numbers become genuinely hard to believe. What makes it even more wild is the company it is keeping at the box office right now, because 3 of the biggest films this weekend were all made by people who started on YouTube: Digital Circus, Backrooms, and Obsession. Gen Z is going to the movies in huge numbers, and what they are showing up for is not coming from Hollywood, but from creators they grew up watching online, and Digital Circus is leading that wave right now. Moving on to the spin-off situation, because this one moved fast. Morgana Ignis, who works as the global brand manager at Glitch, said something at the theatrical screening that the community immediately latched onto as a hint that the Digital Circus story could continue in some form, and the clip went viral pretty quickly, with a lot of people reading it as a signal that a spin-off was on the way.
This is a project that began about 4 years ago and has now reached the scope of well over 1 billion accumulated views online. So this is not the end of the journey for Digital Circus, but this is the end of this specific story.
The excitement did not last long though, because Morgana went on Twitter shortly after and cleared it up directly, writing, "Going off priv and replying to this before y'all get too crazy. Nothing was announced at the screening. I'm literally just referring to us continuing to make merch, do events, and cater to the DC fandom. Beyond that, I don't know, and nothing was revealed. Love you all." So for now, nothing is confirmed beyond Glitch continuing to support the brand through merchandise and events, which makes sense given how well the show has performed. But the fact that the community reacted this strongly to a single comment tells you how much people want more, and whether Glitch eventually does something with that appetite is a conversation for another time. On a different note, after the theatrical premiere, Gooseworx posted something on Blue Sky that felt very real and very honest, and I want to share it because I think it says a lot about where she is right now. The premiere was fun. Thanks and apologies to everyone for their support and allowing me to make this show all personal and mentally ill and weird and sad. Personally, reading that, I see relief more than anything else, because this feels like someone who just finished something incredibly hard and is finally on the other side of it. And the fact that she chose the word apologies alongside thanks is telling, since it confirms again that she knows the process was not easy for the people around her either. Given everything that happened over the past few months, from the toxic parts of the fandom to the leaks to everything else, this post could have looked very different, and the fact that she kept it warm and honest says something about who she is that this community should appreciate. And saving the most surprising news for last, because I genuinely did not see this one coming. The amazing Digital Circus is coming to Fortnite, and apparently very soon. According to Hypex and Sheena BR, who are 2 of the most reliable leakers in the Fortnite space, the collab is dropping within the next 1 to 2 weeks and includes 1 male skin and 1 female skin, along with a full set of backblings, pickaxes, an emote, and a wrap, with one of the characters also being added as a playable instrument inside the game. No official character names have been confirmed yet, but the community is already going wild, guessing who the 2 skins are going to be. And honestly, a Digital Circus collab in Fortnite is huge for the reach of the brand, because it puts these characters in front of an audience that may have never watched the show, cementing Digital Circus as something way bigger than a YouTube series. That is everything for this update. Which of these 4 stories hit you the hardest, and are you buying the Fortnite skins? Drop it in the comments.